The next one, giving. Giving. Yes, you still have needs, but you have to give. You have to be a consistent giver. Church is just a consistent opportunity for you to give. It's not the only opportunity for you to give, but it is a consistent opportunity for you to give. And some of us have not even captured that opportunity. We haven't even understood that we have the opportunity to embrace and tap into something that's going to be bigger than all of us. Direction is so big, we won't even realize all of it in our lifestyles. We'll be looking over from glory down into the planetary systems and tuning in to what direction is doing. And how not just 1 million people that we were able to aggregate in our lifetime, but 10 million people, 100 million people, 1 billion people who would say, I got plugged into direction. You have to have a lifestyle of giving. But you can't give if you don't have any money. How many times you've been some places you wanted to give $100, you wanted to give $300, but you know if I gave the $300, my lights were going to be cut off. And you gave in the event, but you hadn't practiced the process. And that's why with direction, we want to give you the opportunity to participate in a process of giving. See, it's when you have a process of giving. It's not when you stand up and say, I'm going to drop 1,000 on it one time. That's what you're doing. Sometimes I'm going to drop 1,000 on it. Come on. It's like Vegas in church. That's what it is. It's got to be the consistency of it. Let's say you drop $1,000 every time they call for it. $300 every time they call for it. $50,000 every time they call for it. Every time you're somewhere they ask. Or sometimes you're walking down the street. You're walking down the street and the lady says, I just need $20. I need $40. My wife has been making deposits at the bank during seasons where we needed the money or thought we needed the money. And she'll pay somebody's rent for 2 months. Think about it. That's the type of giving that you want to be a part of. You want to get into the process of giving where paying your tithes is not an issue. That's why in so many other communities and cultures around the world, you don't have to get folk to come into church to pay their tithes. They just click a button online. Now they're giving on their cell phones. They're not even asking for tithes because it's just a part of the process. They're not asking for money to build a $50 million church in Buckhead. It's already paid for. Already paid for. That's it. So the recession-proof lifestyle is not for you to get stingy. It's not for you to pull back. It's not for you to say, I'm not going to give, but I'm going to be a perpetual, consistent giver. And that's why with direction, even as we cast the vision a little bit, God is bringing 300 people across the nation. There's 7 billion people on the planet. Yeah. And every time I think about it, I get more excited that I can get 300, that you can get 300, you can get 300, you can get 300. We can get 300 people together and say, I'll sow $10,000 into this vision. Yeah. You know why I know it can be done? Because I've been in church and wrote a check for it. So it's in my consciousness. So you got to catch it in your consciousness before it will come to reality. That's what you got to do. I'm even talking to some of the pastors. You've got these projects, economic development. You want to do more, and you don't even know how to do it. You don't know how to begin the process. And we're connecting with people are connecting. Pastor Walker and I were sitting and talking the other day, and he was talking about economic development. Boy, I could even get it out of my mouth. He was like, Doc, new market tax credits. 10 years ago, you didn't even know what it was. And there are people now that if you can get structured appropriately, you don't even have to stroke a check. The money is already allocated, and we're not even tapping into it. That's it, already. Because we're preaching and screaming, and we're not building.